Hello, and what's up to all the nurses and all the aspiring nurses out there? For this episode, I'd like to share what type of nursing I currently do in the Navy and where I'm stationed. So, right now, I am a medical surgical ward nurse and I work on the multi service ward at the U.S. Naval Hospital in Okinawa, Japan. So, we are the largest overseas military treatment facility in the Navy, which is hard to believe while I'm stationed here because it seems like such a small hospital compared to like one of the big three, like Walter Reed, uh, the Naval Medical Center in San Diego, or the hospital in Portsmouth. So while we are the biggest military treatment facility in the Navy and specifically over here in the Pacific and Asia, it is still a small hospital. So on our floor, on the multi-service ward, we actually see a lot of different types of patients. We see medical patients like failure to thrive patients, people with pancreatitis, a lot of appendicitis, cellulitis, diabetics, people with hypertension, patients who fell, broke their hip, their collarbone, their arm, their legs, you name it. So we see a lot of different medical type patients. Also, we see infants, pediatrics, adults, all the way up to geriatrics. So basically, if the patient wasn't just born and they're not going to the NICU or they're not critical enough to go to the ICU, then they come to the multi-service ward. We are an 18-room ward, but some of the rooms are double bed, so we can get up to like 28 patients. So we see also surgical patients like laparoscopic appendectomy patients, hysterectomies, post-op orthos like repaired fractures, post-op incision and drainage patients, really a whole multitude that I can't possibly cover in just one episode. So another thing on our floor is we don't have telemetry. So if a patient comes in with chest pain or any cardiac related issue, then they automatically have to go to our ICU, which also serves as a telemetry floor and a step down unit. We also see stable postpartum mothers and newborns. So the biggest floor and the heaviest floor, most busy floor is the MIC, the Mother Infant Care Center, and they tend to get overrun with laboring moms, and whenever they deliver, if they're stable, they can send their postpartum mothers and the baby, so they're couplets, to us, and we take care of them up until they discharge home. On the flip side, what we can also do is, let's say a nurse called out on the MIC, or they're just like overrun with patients, but they don't necessarily need beds, then they'll send one of us down to float to help them out for the shift. Other types of patients we see are infants. So we have hyperbilirubinemia infants, any infant who is sick but not sick enough to go to the ICU comes to us. We also see pediatric mental health population. So that was new to me. I had never really worked with that population. Peds mental health come to us, although we do have an inpatient mental health ward. The reason why is because on the inpatient mental health ward, only adults can be there. We can't mix adults with pediatrics when it comes to mental health in this facility. So we see the peds mental health, and although we don't really have a rehab treatment facility for mental health patients, we do, try to keep a schedule with them. We do have mental health providers that come and see them every day, and we're basically just watching them, making sure they're safe, providing one-to-one care with them until they can get flown out to a proper rehab facility, and we usually send them to either a facility in Hawaii or California, unless their family is PCSing, is moving someplace, on the East Coast or wherever. Then we'll try to get the mental health patient close to their family. If not, it's pretty much Hawaii and California. We also take RON, or remain overnight patients. So what that means is we basically take any patient that is flown to us from a different military treatment facility that's in the Pacific Asia territory. So because we're the largest treatment facility overseas and on this side, a lot of the smaller hospitals and clinics don't have the facilities to take care of certain types of patients. So they'll fly them to us, they'll stay overnight, we'll take care of them, and then they'll go on their way to California, Hawaii, whatever big treatment facility is willing to accept them. So that's all I have for this episode. I just wanted to give you an idea of what I do out here. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.